Welcome to Awesome Scuba Adventures. I'm Gary Leach. I want to take you on a journey beneath the sea. Let's go scuba diving. In this episode, our adventure takes us to St. Croix in the U.S. Virgin Islands, or USVI, which is a territory of the United States consisting of 3 islands, St. Croix, St. John, and St. Thomas.
We visit 3 dive sites just off the northeast shore of St. Croix: Turquoise Bay, Cruzan Cliffs, and Cormorant. A few of the cool things we get to see in this episode include Hawksbill Sea Turtles, a Spiney Lobster, spotted Moray Eels, and stingrays. The St. Croix Airport is located on the south side of the island, approximately midway between the 2 major cities of Christiansted in the northeast region and Frederiksted on the west coast.
The U.S. dollar is the official currency, and English is the official language. The average air temperature in winter is about 77 degrees, and in the summer is about 82 degrees. The water temperature should be about 83 degrees. No passport is required for U.S. citizens traveling to the USVI. For non-U.S. citizens, a passport is required. They drive on the left there, so be ready for that. They use 120-volt electricity, and they have the modern conveniences of radio, TV, internet, cell phones, etc.
Our first dive site is Turquoise Bay. On this dive site, we see several Hawksbill sea turtles. They're predominantly found on tropical reefs. I found them resting on or near the coral, in coral caves, and on or under ledges. The Hawksbill sea turtle has a distinctive beak-like mouth that is hooked at the end, enabling it to dig into crevices or hardened coral areas in search of food. They feed primarily on sea sponges. However, they also feed on algae, marine plants, jellyfish, and other assorted sea creatures. They have a unique amber shell or carapace patterned with an array of black and brown colorings. Hawksbill sea turtles glide through the water with ease using their front flippers. These turtles are considered to be threatened by some and by others critically endangered. Slow growth and reproductive rates and loss of nesting habitats are but a few of the reasons. As scuba divers, we're known for our respect for the environment, which includes the marine life with which we immerse ourselves. On each dive, we are the visitors, and we should treat our sea creatures and their homes with respect, as a guest. When we do, we're afforded the opportunity to witness their activities uninhibited by our presence. These spotted drumfish are swimming in tandem, which is kind of rare because they're known for being a solitary fish. Their extremely long dorsal fins flutter as they swim their mesmerizing dance. They tend to stay in a particular area, swimming back and forth and in circles, as if to protect entry to their castle. The spiny lobster gets its name from forward-pointing spines that covers its body. These help to protect it from predators. I usually find them hidden in cavities or openings beneath coral ledges. This one seems to have found a cavity that doesn't quite fit. Soft corals resemble plants or trees. They often indicate the extent of water movement and direction of flow. The movement shown by these soft corals indicates quite a bit of undulation and water flow from right to left. This information helps divers determine our distance from sea life to ensure no touching. A no touching mantra in my open water classes is, take pictures, leave only bubbles. Scuba divers perform safety stops at 15 feet for 3 to 5 minutes in efforts to eliminate nitrogen from their bodies at the end of a dive. Some dive operators provide tools, such as this hang bar, to assist in those efforts. Our second dive site is Cruzan Cliffs. Spotted moray eels have spots all over their bodies. They can generally be found hiding out in crevices or holes in the coral. We're lucky enough to see this one partway out of its hiding place, providing us a better picture of its beautiful freckled body. The arrow crab is an invertebrate with a long and thin body and legs, with its body being triangular. On this dive, we find our first arrow crab inside a tube sponge. We then come upon a second arrow crab hiding under a coral ledge. Feather duster worms house themselves in a tube. They extend their gills from the tube for feeding and respiration, which gives them the appearance of a feather duster. This one is open in its full glory. The stingray is a beautiful creature and quite recognizable by its shape and its barbed tail. They're bottom feeders. I'll often find them sifting through the sand while on the hunt for their prey. When on the move, stingrays glide gracefully through the water, often just above the sandy bottom. This white-spotted filefish seems content just hanging out with us. Filefishes have small, pointed mouths, and their skin is made up of small scales, giving them a sandpapery feel, resembling that of a file. Between dives, the dive team gathers for a photo op, as Brian prepares himself for his 800th dive. The dive site chosen by the captain for Brian's 800th dive is Cormorant. And the first thing we get to see on this dive is an octopus. A pretty good start to dive number 800. If you look close enough, you can see the beak it uses when feeding, suction cups of a couple of its 8 tentacles, and the siphon that expels water after respiration. The Flamingo Tongue is a sea snail, about 1 inch in length. I usually find them on soft coral, but this one is on hard coral. The lettuce sea slug is called by its name because it generally resembles a curly type of lettuce. The color may vary widely from one to another, with colors ranging from blue to very pale like this one. Here I am, just chillaxing on my dive. You'll notice that I clear my ears. As a scuba diver, you'll come accustomed to clearing your ears whenever needed, such that it becomes second nature. This is Brian's 800th dive. Congrats to Brian for all his accomplishments in scuba diving. We're sure he has many more dives and accomplishments ahead of him. Here's another arrow crab. With it being out in the open, we can better see its detail, including the bright blue parts of its body. This is a juvenile lionfish. You can see the many spines protruding from its body, part of what makes this fish so visually attractive to those who view them. The changes are obvious as juveniles mature into adults, showing more elaborate spines and more vibrant colors. Lionfish are beautiful creatures, but they tend to be voracious eaters of other reef fish. Today there are lionfish derbies and increasing efforts to make lionfish a common menu item. This is a conch shell, but it doesn't have a conch inside. A crab has taken up residence in this one. The beautiful blue color of this cleaner shrimp stands out in stark contrast against the reef. Cleaner shrimp are symbiotic in that as they clean parasites from fish, they get to enjoy a meal. The banded coral shrimp is easily identified by its white and coral color banding. This one appears to be safe and content, hanging out under a coral ledge. Sponges may look like plants, however, they're actually animals. To feed, they filter water through their body and expel the wastewater out the top. They comprise a wide range of sizes, shapes, and colors. This one provides us with a unique color, that of a beautiful, soft, translucent electric blue. Ascent rates are key for scuba divers. We always want to manage our ascent rates at no faster than 30 feet per minute. Back at our safety stop, I think it might be time for me to show off my unique skills on the trapeze. Maybe just the swing. If you don't scuba dive yet, I think it may be time for you to come join us. Whenever you're ready, we'll be here.
Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to share with family, friends, and scuba buddies. Also, please let me know if you have any suggestions you'd like me to consider for future episodes. Have an awesome day. I'm Gary Leach. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time on Awesome Scuba Adventures.